and we'll go ahead and start. Welcome back, y'all. My name is Urbanner Pilot, and we're going to be continuing with Metroid Prime again. Sorry if my voice is a little out today. Uh, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. My voice is just, like relatively deep, but I've got a bit of a cold going on, so pardon any coughing or whatever. I'll try and make it so it isn't in the micro or the mic. Keep wanting to say the microwave, the microphone. But anyway, welcome back. Let's go ahead and start her up. I believe we just got to the phase on mines in our last stream. Yep. Okay. Wow, we've really been going on for 6 hours. Well, that makes sense. I think it took me like 12 hours to 100% it on hard mode. And I'm not going as fast as I should on this. But that's okay. Tried working with filters today, see if the video looked a little bit better this time around. And I've swapped back to my Wavebird controller, so I'm using a wireless one. It's a little odd to get used to, but I think it's better for just overall comfort. I like being able to sit back on my couch, have some fun. Let's just turn these guys off if we can. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. At this point, I don't think it really matters, but show that off. There it goes. So yeah, if you scan one of these, they turn off, and then they just retract back up into the ceiling. If you were to shoot them, they don't do anything. You can actually still blow them up. What I did there isn't really all that important unless you're coming from this way. Then it's like almost a godsend. That took a while for that beam to load in, but whatever. Anyway, we left off just getting our power bombs back. We're going to deactivate this force field, which leads into a Metroid breeding habitat, I think. I don't really know what it is, but basically we're gonna let them all out, and they're gonna attack the space pirates. It's pretty brutal, but takes care of them really quick. And then we just freeze these guys, shoot them all. I believe we're getting a new power-up, or a suit power-up, in this area. Oh no, we'd actually, do we get anything down here? Oh well, I'll keep going until I get to a part where I can't keep going. Though I'm pretty sure we're gonna be getting a new power-up around here. Just don't want to fall in there. Oh goodness. Oh yeah. So over here, I guess we're supposed to get the or before we keep going on, I think we have to get the X-ray visor, because I think there's invisible platforms that you have to use the X-ray visor to find. See, like, you'll see water droplets and stuff there. Bet you if I shoot over here somewhere, bullets will appear closer. Or not. Maybe I need the X-ray visor to make that tangible. But that is quite alright. I actually like having that visor. Only problem is backtracking to where we need to go. It's a very nice hand print there. not to be confused with the live long and prosper hand gesture. Want to make sure that I get all my scan logs and stuff, in case there's something I'm missing. But I think that is everything down here. Well, that we can get so far. On the plus side, we can actually go get a new beam power up, so... Oh, those guys are still offline. There is a really cool... Oh, I forgot about this. I'll get back to what I was saying in a minute. But over here, you can actually sneak under these guys, and I guess there's a way to get down there too. Oh, never mind. That's just unimportant. But anyway, we're gonna be going and getting plasma beam pretty soon, as well as a couple other items. Now that we've got power bombs, we can also get the grapple beam. We can actually get that like right off the bat, I think. Really hope we can. Might as well save here just to be safe, in case I do mess up. Keep thinking they keep respawning. I miss anything over here? No. So... I'm almost certain that there's a platform I need to get up on. I think it's one of those. Could be wrong. Wish I knew why they glowed. I think it's got something to do with magnets or whatever. Looks really cool. I'd love to have something like that in my room. Though, probably give me radiation poisoning. Does this guy pop out? No. Actually, I bet he can be opened up with, no, he can't be opened up. Thought he'd be able to be disturbed if we moved, or if we, like, power bombed him or whatever. There is a space pirate that we can activate, though. The help with that. I knew we were coming up across one soon enough. I'm gonna super missile him real quick. Dodges stuff. Pretty sure we already scanned. Yeah. And that doesn't need to be scanned. He's actually being really cooperative. Well, now he's not. There he goes. Is that a scan one? That's a neat little love letter to us. Every now and then you'll see one that looks a little bit darker orange than most of the other orange entries that you can find. I know I'm stopping to like check and see if I can scan a lot of things. I don't typically have to do that too much for this game. It's more so for Metroid Prime 2. That's where it's gonna get like super crazy. So I believe if you power bomb somewhere over here, maybe I did that wrong. Yeah, you're supposed to power bomb there. So just roll over here, blow that open. And then if you get down here, you can actually turn on this fan and get rid of all those little puffer things in the other room. So that'll ventilate the room and they'll get sucked into the fan. It also opens up a neat little surprise. Fortunately, it won't suck you in, so pretty nice. I think we've only got 3 energy tank upgrades left. I always found this half-pipe structure to be kind of awkward. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Forgot what my button placement was. Okay, apparently if they hit you while you're trying to do Wave Buster or whatever, goodness, this is like... That was terrifying. Oh man, little me would have been mortified there. I probably ran up to the GameCube and just shut it off. Let's not get trapped this time. Double checking to see if I missed anything. Don't think I did. Love the frame rate on that phase zone. Wish the rest of the frame rate was like that. Think there's a way... No, never mind. I'm thinking of another area. Is the bomb box up there still? It is. Of course it won't do anything. I've already cleared everything. Okay, surprisingly those did not destroy me. Every now and then you'll see the explosive boxes just put around in certain locations. Sometimes there can be like a little secret that involves blowing them up. Like in that previous room we were in from the last time. So if you see them, be sure to blow them up. There's no harm in not doing it. Cool little tidbit here. Up there's the Talon Overworld, and that's Impact Crater, where the Chozo Temple is. It's where we take all of our artifacts to. Just to show that the worlds all do connect. Woo! That was the first time I ever did that without getting hit. There's Metroids in here now. I think there's more, and they float up. They're not like space parts where they just stay on their same level, for the most part. This right here is a power bomb. It's power bomb ammunition. So you do only get a certain amount of power bombs at a time. So every time you use one, be sure to get the ammunition for it. I believe there are expansions that you'll be able to find as you go through. I know there's a couple of them in Metroid Prime 2. Not sure about this one though. should go over there. Blow up that guy. We might be doing this out of sequence. But I really want to get the grapple beam. Actually, no, we have to do that, because plasma beam requires grapple beam. This part's a little tedious, but it's worth it, depending on who you are. I know some people aren't a big fan of the grapple beam. I, for one, don't mind it too much, so long as it lets me progress, and it is necessary. I think the only item that I don't really like in this game is probably the boost wall. I feel that it becomes a little useless after a while, especially when you get double jump, or sorry, space jump in this game. Anyway, there's our beam, the grapple beam, which, if y'all remember from the beginning of the game, allows us to swing across those yellow points on the ceiling. Very handy. Allow us to get to a lot more places. It also makes these yellow points a scan log entry, so that's the important thing about this game. After you get the certain item that pertains to a certain object, be sure to scan it, because it will open it up as a research item. I don't know if they changed that for Metroid Prime 2. I feel like they did, but it's been so long since I've played. Here's a little water puzzle. One of those metal ball puzzles that you used to get from, like, I think Taco Bell or whatever. Excuse me. So if you hold left on one of those, like, edges or whatever, it will hold you in place. It doesn't do it for all of them, but it does it for enough. I don't know if I'm supposed to be down here yet. Oh no, I'm supposed to be up here. This is the locked door. Wow. Technically that wouldn't happen in real life. That guy would have just fallen to the ground and just crumpled pieces. Is crumple the word? I don't think it is. Crane controls now active. Oh, I thought that was going to be a little more important than it actually was. I mean, now we can grapple onto that, but it doesn't really matter too much. I'm certain there's an item up here somewhere. I'm going to get down there and I'm going to see it. It doesn't really matter, though. With the grapple beam, it's easy to get back up there. Oh, we forgot to kill him. Your missiles are low. Do you have any potions or food? Can't wait to get to that game. That's going to be one of the games we play on this channel. Some good old Fable. Okay, let's go and first take him out. Then we'll more than likely go for the X-ray visor next. Then after that, we'll get plasma beam. Very happy with how my video capture stuff is going today. Not having to worry about input lag or whatever. So every now and then it gets like really picky, and it'll like be behind a couple frames or whatever. It's never fun. That does happen. So I'm thinking about getting me one of those Elgato capture devices. Only problem is that only records. It only records HDMI, so I would need to. Oh, okay. I'd either need to get an AV to HDMI device, or for the GameCube, I would have to get me one of those HDMI plug and play add-ons, which I plan on doing at some point. It's just really expensive for the GameCube. I've mentioned this a couple times already in the stream, but I think it's a really cool device. If it were just a tad bit cheaper, I'd probably have one right now. Dang it, we're out of power bombs. And nothing dropped any power bombs either. Okay, we might have to make a little detour before we keep going. That's okay. But yeah, anyway, I'd probably have one by now if it was just a tad bit cheaper. Because I really want to get the Eon one. I think that one, considering the fact that it combines both the AV port and the digital port, it's a lot more handy for me. It gets rid of just one extra cable that I would normally have to use with, let's say, the Zelda Pro one or whatever. Nothing against his design, but I think that the Eon one is a little bit better. Wish one of these would give out like some kind of power up or whatever. Does that really explode if you touch it though? Don't think it does. No, it doesn't. What happens if you shoot close though? Yeah, so the information that it gives you in the logbook, if you shoot too closely at it, it'll explode on you or whatever. It doesn't do anything to you. It's just there. Like those little blue fish that we keep seeing. Let's scan these guys. Yes. Whew. Caught me by surprise, good sir. Ma'am, whatever it is. I know I'm backtracking a lot here, but actually, is there an elevator up there that I can take? Okay, so there's one to the Chozo Chozo Ruins south. I'll just go ahead and take that. Even though I have a lot better movement down here with the gravity suit, I don't like wasting my time in water areas. When they unfreeze, they almost sound like Metroids. Kinda worried me there for a minute. get back out there. Thank goodness there's an elevator. It's not that I don't like these underwater sections, it's just I much prefer going through land. I feel like I have better control up there, despite the fact that I've got about equal control wherever I go. Unless I can get a power bomb up here. If I can get a power bomb, I won't have to backtrack. So that's really the only reason I'm doing this right now. I believe that's a missile. Yeah, it's a missile. Somebody's gotta be a bro and give me a power bomb somewhere. Wish there was a way to change your field of view for Samus. Nope, no power bombs from anybody. Oh, there's one. Woo! Seedling to the save. Okay. Hopefully we don't need any more. Used to hate this one. If you can prematurely stop your boost if you're pointing ever so slightly to the wrong side. I don't know. I don't think this one was done very well. There we go. Because there is actually something you can get here, as I just showed off. There we go. Annoying part over. And there's our next power-up, the X-ray visor. Sorry about that. So now we can see through walls, most walls, and we can also find some invisible creatures. Oh, thank goodness. These seedlings are starting to get on my good side. So, these... Oh, do these need to be destroyed by power bombs? Let's refill on power bombs if we can. I think we can carry up to like 4 right now. And if they're just gonna keep spawning, might as well. Yeah, they keep spawning. That's neat. Come on, Papa needs another power bomb. There we go. So if we do what I think we're supposed to do, we just lay a power bomb here, and then that blows every single one of those doors open, or walls open. Get that just for safe measure, and because we've just gotten the X-ray visor, we're going to go against a couple of guys here that involve, or that pertain to that. Bomb this here, that'll drain, or bring that up. Thought I would drain the water. And then we have to mess around with this puzzle. And there's an artifact. I think technically this is where you're supposed to get your first artifact, and it's supposed to introduce you to him. I could be wrong, though. But regardless, we just got another Chozo artifact. We're going to be getting a lot of them coming up real soon. But since we got that, we got to deal with the repercussions of messing with historical stuff, I guess. Or maybe they don't even show up in here. I'm pretty sure they do, because I remember seeing something up there at one point. But we shall see. Is there an invisible platform I need to jump on? No. Oh, I see now. Thought I saw. Jump over there. Yeah, there's my boys. Boys, girls, whatever they are. I guess it doesn't really matter when you're dead. But yeah, now we can actually see where they go off to, which is really helpful. They're still a bit of a pain in the rear to kill, but they're a lot easier than they were. Ooh. So, this section shouldn't take too long. See, we're already under our last one. Ooh, shouldn't take too many shots if he's... Oh, never mind. There we go. So, yeah. That X-ray visor is undoubtedly one of the biggest lifesavers in this game. Love having that. I wish that they'd introduced it a little bit earlier. Fun fact, that visor will come back in our Super Metroid playthrough. So technically this isn't the first time we've seen it, but it had a bit of a different use in that game. It was only used to see through certain walls and see what type of blocks needed to be destroyed in that certain area. Pretty nifty nonetheless. But I think it's a lot more handy here. Come on. Surprise, the ghosts weren't the hardest part of this area. It's getting back up there. That's the hardest part. Nah, I'm joking. This is actually pretty easy. I'm just making it hard on myself. There we go. We're back. Okay, so since we're up here, let's go ahead and go to the Chozo ruins south, and we'll go get that plasma beam before we continue on. Yeah. Yay! They're on my good list now. Used to really hate those seedlings because they always get you as soon as you get up onto their level. And there's no way to dodge their attack as far as I'm aware. If there is, let me know. Either in the chat stream on Twitch here, or in the comment section when the post video comes out. Anyway, let's go to Magmore Caverns and get ourselves some upgrades. There's actually 2 upgrades that we can get there. We're going to save here real quick though. Not only are we going to get a new beam, we're also going to get a beam upgrade for the ice beam, which is very handy, particularly for the final boss. I, for one, think it's like the best. It's probably the best offensive upgrade in the whole game. Very overpowered in certain situations. Makes it so you can freeze basically everything in its blast radius all at once. Which already, you know, with the did I go the wrong way? Whoops, I did. Sorry about that. The ice beam's already powerful enough as it is. I mean, you know, you charge a shot, and if there's like 2 space pirates next to each other, it's a good example, they'll both freeze. And then all you have to do is just shoot a missile at one of them, and it blows them up all at the same time. So, very nifty. Okay, I think the room that we want... Okay, that's Town Overworld South, that's Town Overworld East. We want... the one that's all the way over there. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of a backtrack, unless we go... Either way, it's going to take a while. I think we'll just go through here. There's probably something... Oh yeah, we can go over there and get another artifact too, and a missile upgrade. So yeah, we'll just go for the the elevator over here, or not over there. So that's Town Overworld North. Goodness gracious. Whatever. There's some rooms that we can go check out. Like there's one over here. Actually, this one we can get to right now. That was where we got our wave buster, and down below where we got it, there's a underwater passageway to this door, and that'll take us to another artifact. So, without talking too much more, let's go ahead and make haste. Or as Capcom would say, make rapid progress. Believe there's gonna be some ghosts in here. Yup. Zoinks! Love how they clip through the floor like that. I wish I could use my wave buster here. Give it the authentic Ghostbusters feel. Probably use it on the last one. Actually, there's a missile recharge room somewhere in here. Sure, it's just above us. Ah. Okay, there's that one. The other one just shot us in the butt. Oh, don't kill him. Oh, I don't think it works on him. I guess you have to shoot him with the power beam or whatever. That's kind of lame if that's the case. I mean, not that the power beam's bad or anything, it's just... I don't know. I think they'd have some better weakness than that. Once we get Plasma Beam, we will return here so we can get the red thing open. I don't remember what it gives you. I'm gonna guess it's like a missile upgrade, or maybe it's a power bomb upgrade. It's been so long. But anyway, all of our missiles are recharged, so let's go ahead and we'll go the bottom way. Doesn't really matter which way you go, so long as they'll end up at the same spot. I think this one's just a tad bit easier to get to. Switch to this just for speed's sake. Not that I'm speedrunning this or anything. Gosh, no. I'm not that fast at games. And for games like this, I don't really care too much about speedrunning them. I mostly just enjoy the fun to be had. Oh. Wow, that would have saved us a little bit of time. Shouldn't have even gone through there in the first place. Despite this making these fights a lot easier, I still don't like the ghosts at all. Fortunately, there's only 2 in this room. Typically, you'll see 3, but every now and then you'll get kind of lucky with some rooms, and we'll either put 1 or 2 in there. Don't expect it too often, though. So, fortunately, since we have the X-ray beam, we can, or not the X-ray beam, the X-ray visor, we can see in here that this floor here is destructible. Now that we have power bombs, we can blow that open and reveal this half-pipe structure. Very handy considering there is a magnet system up there, which we can reach now. Now this kind of involves the waiting game, and be careful. If you get hit by one of these, they can hurt you. I think I've already scanned them. I really hope I did. But anyway, oh, doesn't let you. Oh, I was hoping that it was gonna let me get out of morph balls so I could just walk across it. Anyone's played Zelda Twilight Princess, is a very similar mini game in that where you have to bounce this ball across this peg game or whatever. Or not a peg game, it's more like a board game or whatever, something like that. I expect you to be really accurate with it though. And it's pretty much the same thing here. I don't even remember what I get over here. Oh, get on there. No. Okay. Woo. What a save. Ah, we gotta do this again. The sad part is there's hardly a shadow there. These guys are just a tad bit faster. Ah! Oh, so sad. Oh, it's like right there. I feel like that duck toy from Toy Story that's trying to swing his way to the doorbell. Gosh, I love that movie. That's like one of my favorite movies to rewatch. Oh, didn't activate in time. I think I'm gonna be here a little while. There's like so much we can do right here, or just right at this moment in time. Not just here, but everywhere in the game, because we're so powered up right now. The only power up that we're really missing that's kind of vital to exploration is the Phazon suit, which we will be getting by the end of this stream. Oh, I wonder if I can destroy him or whatever. Probably not. Their weakness to morph ball delivered weapon systems. Oh, so you can bomb them then. I think anyway. I really hope that's the case. I really don't want to have to put up with these beetles every time. I lost my momentum. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, it does kill him. Okay. That makes like a world of difference in this here. It's gonna be a little tricky to pull off though because of the fact that you jump. There we go. Now we can kind of take our time. Okay. No! Ah, this is gonna be annoying. So annoying. Okay, we're back. That last part's probably the worst of it, because, again, there's no shadow that tells you, like, where you're at. So you can easily overshoot it. I'm gonna try and be a little bit earlier with it here. Oh, thank goodness. Now all I gotta do is just be very careful. I say as I drop a bomb carelessly. Oh, no! Ah! That's so terrible. Sorry if that if that hurt your sorry if that hurt your ears there. With this coal that oh, so close. With this cold I can't really make or be gentle with the noises I normally make. Of course, so far in the stream, I haven't really made too many noises. See me at work, though. Oh, that's a whole different story. Okay, ooh. Let's just skip him. Oh, thank goodness. There we go. All that for missile expansion. Which, arguably, I could have waited a little bit on. But I don't care. I got it. It's all that matters to me. So, let's continue and get ourselves a couple more upgrades. There's a lot of them we can get here. We can pretty much get the last of them all in this area. There we go. Okay, we need to go. Oh, I guess we just keep going south. If that even is south. I'm not even gonna waste my time. You don't have to lock on to Shriek Bats, by the way. Your beam technically auto-aims on them. The Shriek Bats here have disappeared. Pretty nifty. Is this a save room? Yeah, that's a save room. There are gonna be ghosts in the next room. I don't think you have to fight them in this room, though. I hope you don't. Where is the exit in this room? Bill Murray may not be afraid of ghosts, but I'm afraid of ghosts. Not really. I could care less. Okay, so yeah, you don't even have to worry about the... Well, you have to worry about them getting in your way. In Metroid Prime 2, they make it so that you can't leave the room until the threat is gone. But anyway. Oh, did I go the wrong way? No, okay. Here's another thing that we can also get. Once the poison is gone, this technically becomes a waterfall. Didn't even know I could kill him like that. And you can get your way up to this magnet track here. And get this missile expansion. Nothing more, nothing less. Of course, we're gonna go into this room next. Not walk into those. And everybody remember this area? Now that we have the Variety suit, we can go in here, and since we got the grapple beam, we can jump our way over. And this here is a Bendesium wall, so power bomb it. You'll know also if you scan the wall with your scan visor, or look at it with your X-ray visor. And there's our first power bomb expansion. And over here there should be an artifact we pick up. If not, it's gonna be something better than that. Something tells me there's gonna be ghosties in here. Straight from the bird's nose. Well, good to know I scanned those. I'm not gonna waste my time, I'm just gonna super missile them all. Unless the lock-on starts getting disabled. Well, one down. Now I just gotta find the other. And not miss him. So this looks to be like a puzzle room. You haven't already been able to tell. Oh. Whew, that was close. I know that some of these are going to be timed. So that takes us to the energy tank. Yet another one off the list. We've only got 2 now. Huh, normally those can be scanned. So let's go ahead and do the other side. I think we already did that side. Let's do this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, let that run up real quick. This will open up this side, which really doesn't have any time limit, so that's cool. This should have the artifact. Oh, ouch. Thank goodness that only does 1 damage to you. In other games that would probably be a 1-hit kill. There we go. Oh no! Sorry, that was a little loud on my part. Aww. And I needed to get up there too. I think I can still make my way up there, it's just... that was a real bummer. All that work for nothing. We can still do it. Yeah, no biggie. Oh, never mind. Big biggie. If you hit something, or like a wall or whatever. Rebound of the century. Did you guys see that? It's crazy. If you hit a wall while you're in grapple beam mode, it will disengage the grapple beam. It sucks, but it is what it is. What I need to do is I need to turn the other way. So like this. Well, if I just swing my way over there, I can just turn around and do it again. I'm making this unnecessarily hard. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, thank goodness. There's nothing over here before I go over there, is there? No. Okay, so let's try that again. Now I don't know if rocking back and forth on your controller or on the analog stick makes you go further or not, but if it does, that's nice. If not, I don't really care too much. Where do we need to go next? Needed to go to that tower. Okay, yeah, we're in the right area. Now we can get back to our normal routine. Raining lots of bugs. Ghosts in here? Really? At least they're being kind to us and just giving us twosies. And they're not like going completely through the walls, so that's cool. Die, fool. There you go. I guess I haven't been into these sections yet. Let's see what's in here. Oh, nope, never mind. You just refill them up. Well, I've been into these other sections. I guess I'll know by the end of the game if I haven't. Then again, I don't like having to backtrack more than I have to. Take you to this. That was weird, that just stopped in the mid section there. Looks pretty familiar, probably because it is. But anyway, you go down here, and this doorway requires you to double jump up here. Without gravity suit, you wouldn't be able to make this jump, so you have to have this suit. So, fortunately, we have that, and we just got our next artifact. So that just leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more artifacts to get. And fortunately, a lot of them are pretty easy to get. There's one that's kind of cryptic. Sorry. That first time players probably won't pick up on very easily. It's not as hard as it sounds to get. But the hint that they give you doesn't make it very apparent. The hints will tell you the rooms that they belong to. We are just going to skip this fight, because this is ridiculous. Unless it's a mandatory fight, you don't have to do it. Glad there's no ghosts out of here. This would be a nightmare. It's already bad enough you have to do it in the tree area. That was just stupid. But anyway, that one that's really hard and cryptic to get is hard because they put it behind it in a wall that you can destroy, and it's like right up against it, and the wall doesn't look like it can be destroyed. It looks pretty much just like everything else in that area. So unless you have like a walkthrough or whatever, you probably won't pick up on it first time through. Which isn't really a big deal to begin with. I mean, there's a lot of things you're not going to pick up on your first time through. For instance, scan log entries. Yeah, good luck getting all those on your first time through. Even a guy like me who's been through it more times than average player has missed quite a few log entries. Okay, just wanted to make sure I was going the right way. So now we're going to the Magmore Caverns. We're going to go ahead and get our Plasma Beam. And the Icebreaker. Guess I kind of spoiled that surprise, but whatever. Basically, that's the upgrade to the Ice Beam, if you haven't already noticed that. And if my buddy's watching, I really should have texted him before I started streaming. Oh well, if he's watching it on YouTube right now, or as soon as this gets uploaded to YouTube, he'll be very happy to know how to get that item. Ice Spreader makes that boss, the final boss, a lot easier. Thank goodness there's no fall damage in this. Guess she has the impact compensation that Doom guy has. I was looking through my YouTube videos the other night when I was uploading the last footage from the last stream. I didn't realize that I hadn't done the 3rd episode of Ultimate Doom yet. I need to get back to that. There's a lot of them that I need to get back to. I need to get back to the Halo marathon. I need to get back to Doom. I'm sure there's another one I'm probably forgetting. I want to get back to Silent Hill. Especially now that I have the 2nd game on the original Xbox. Still trying to find a copy of the 3rd game for the PlayStation 2, though. Or not, that one's actually kind of hard to find out in the wild. I mean, you can find it on, like, Amazon and stuff, but I'd rather get mine from, like, a store, so I can just have that immediate gratification. Well, I guess at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter to me. It's more so just for the fact that I can test it out when I get home and stuff. So, because that's the thing with Amazon. Like, it's a 50-50 chance if you're actually going to get a working copy or not, sometimes. At least from my experience. I have had so many issues with getting stuff through Amazon. Oh man, is it gonna get him? I think I completely missed him. But anyway, yeah, I've gone through quite a few purchases on Amazon. It's my go-to online store, but I don't know. There have been games that I've gotten that don't work. There's been a phone that I got that was unlocked, but the digitizer was not functioning anymore. That was really sad because I really wanted that phone, and I never got a replacement. Did get my money back though, so not all a loss, but still sad nonetheless. And then of course there was the time I got me a copy of Sonic 3 for the Genesis, and I bought it and it said like new, and you know, cartridge looked, or it sounded like the cartridge was in pretty good shape. Well, I get it and it's a bootleg of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I mean, it's still the game, but it's on, like, you could tell that somebody just copied the ROM onto the ROM chip, and it had like this Mega Drive looking cartridge, which was really weird because it didn't fit into my Genesis. I don't know if that was like a region lock thing for those cartridges or whatever, but it would not fit into my cartridge unless I took it out, or unless I hooked it up to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which fortunately I did have at the time. But regardless, I was very disappointed with the fact that they gave me a bootleg, and they tried passing it off as an actual cartridge. I did get my money back, and they didn't want me sending it back to them. So, that was good. And thank goodness, too. I would hate to have had that brought back to them, and then they just try and sell it to some other person again. Nobody deserves to get that kind of junk in their mail. There's another Power Bomb expansion, by the way. I know I'm kind of getting off track, but that legitimately ticked me off when they gave me that. That was like a month-long wait too. That's when it's even worse. Is when you know, you've been waiting, just anxiously waiting for that one cartridge to get there, and you know your patience is going to be rewarded for the most part. Well, that one instance was just complete and utter nonsense. My patience was not rewarded with that wait. Okay, I think... yeah, we gotta go to the geothermal core. And then when I tried to write a review for that person's store, they didn't, or for some reason Amazon wouldn't let me publish it. They kept saying that it was out of terms or out of their terms or whatever. It's like, no, it wasn't. I didn't say anything rude or anything. I just told the truth. I basically said, hey, I got a bootleg cartridge and I hope that you never do this again. So let's say grandma's wanting to give somebody or one of their grandkids a gift or something, and they're like, oh, Sonic 3 or I don't know, Super Turrican or whatever. I think that's what that game's name is called. Let's get this, and then they get it and it looks weird, or it's a bootleg, and they're like, oh, I don't care. And then the look on the kid's face is gonna be horrible because they're gonna be like, oh, this isn't it. What is this? Well, Super Turrican, that's what the lady on Amazon said. Or person on Amazon said. Wow, I am doing terrible. Anyway, I don't mean to go off track with that. I'll just leave it at this. Be careful with what you buy on Amazon. Or on any online site. Make sure that if you go with Amazon, though, that it's either fulfilled by Amazon or they at least show a picture of it that looks legit. Whew. Oh, and don't be afraid to contact the seller, too. That was another thing I got from Amazon that I was a little disappointed with. I got this Atari 2600 at the time, and it did not work, so I was very disappointed with that. And when I asked, at first I asked them, you know, where's the power supply? And they're like, oh, it doesn't come with the power supply, read the description. And I read it, and it said that there was a power supply that was supposed to come with it. So, yet another moment where I didn't get the full thing. And then to make matters worse, when I actually did get the power supply, the system had issues, and now I'm pretty much the somewhat proud owner of an original broken Atari 2600. Real swell. Alright, I don't know what the point of that was, but I'm sure we'll figure it out in a minute. Actually, what was the point of that? Oh, there's probably some x-ray thing I need to do. There's gonna be like an invisible platform or something. What do I do here? Because I know I need to get up there somehow. Oh, I didn't do the spin thingy. Doy. Well, she looks like a or not a vacuum cleaner. A washing machine. Speaking of which, I need to get my clothes into the dryer before too much longer. I'll wait till the end of the stream though. Anyway, that little puzzle there lifts this entire room and reveals this giant spider ball track that you are supposed to traverse through. But it is totally worth it because you do get the plasma beam. Keep having to look at my my mic because there's a button that turns off the mic function on it. It's a headset, so it makes sense for it to be there. Just gotta be careful with it though. Anyway. Man, I really wish I knew about bombing the beetles earlier. Here's a cool little track to go through though. You can go basically anywhere you want on this. You don't have to go in a pattern. So, that was pretty neat back in the day. Still think it's kinda neat. That always makes me flinch every time I see that. Rolling at high speeds, all of a sudden. Got like a moment to react to that. And this is an area where you really don't want to mess up, because if you do fall, you will, well, you'll fall into the lava. Or there's a high enough chance that you will fall into the lava. I don't know if you'll fall exactly. I'm not taking my chances. Cool little skip there, by the way. Whoa. Wonder what's going through the main character's head when I do that. Oh, time to fall here. Whoa! Boom. Alright. All that work. And we finally got to the room with our final beam weapon. I would go on to say that this is the second strongest weapon. Could be wrong though. This might be the first. I personally think the ice beam is the strongest though. But anyway, now that we have this, we can traverse through phase-on mines a lot easier. Because there are going to be some red doors that we come across. And I don't think you need this before the phase-on pirate, or the phase-on elite pirate. But it's nice to have it just in case. I know it's strong against the pirate. Obviously not how I'm showing it off here. Wow, that really stinks against those guys. Anyway, let's try and go get that ice buster real quick. I don't think we're too far off from it either. Anyway, it's a very graphic gun, because charge shots, you're basically going to incinerate anything that's in your path. They just disintegrate like that. Probably go back to Fendrana Drifts before we go back to phase-on mines. There's a place we can go to now. This might take us back to Phazon Mines. Yep, Phazon Mines West. But we're not gonna go there yet. So I want the Ice Buster, and I want another weapon upgrade. Oh wait, that one's gonna be in Phazon Mines too. Also, when they're on fire like that, they're constantly getting damaged. So if you just leave them on fire, obviously they're gonna try and shoot at you, but they will die eventually. So, pretty handy. It's just constantly damaging them until the fire goes out, obviously. Okay, that takes us to Phendrana Drift South. I need to find that corridor. I'm gonna assume it's further back. It's Phendrana Drifts North. Storage Cavern. Pit Tunnel. Lake Tunnel. I think the Lake Tunnel is where I need to go. Actually, I'm almost certain that's where I need to go. So, backtracking away. Anyway, I've been thinking about doing another streaming day, considering my schedule starting to normal out a little more. I'm wanting to do another day in the week where I just do a small game that I won't necessarily beat, but I'll just show off and stuff. 'Cause there's a lot of games that I have that I don't necessarily beat, but I have them because they're fun. And, you know, they're a good time killer. For instance, that one stream that I did not too long ago, where I played Columns and Super Hang-On. That is not letting me turn around for some reason. I want to do, like, little games like that, where I don't necessarily beat them, but I show off, you know, that, you know, despite them being just normal arcade ports and stuff, you can still have fun with these kinds of games. Because there are plenty of games out there that are like that. You've got games like Puzzle Bobble, or Bust-A-Move, as it's known in America. You know, you've got racing games. That one is not wanting to freeze. Is this because I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger? And I don't have the cool one-liners that he had in the Batman and Robin. Was that Batman and Robin? Yeah, that was Batman and Robin. Anyway, I want to make or I'm thinking about doing that on Fridays, where I just do like a short stream where I just waste time, you know, play a smaller game that like I said, I won't necessarily beat unless I'm like confident I can beat it. Wow, I didn't even know I could reach out like that. But you know, I'll play it, and maybe I'll have like somebody on stream with me or whatever. I really want to get guests and stuff on here. I think it just makes time go by a lot faster. But before I get to that, I want to make sure that I get an actual mic and not just a headset. Yeah, here's the place we need to go. Is this the place I was hoping? Oh, okay, so we was a little bit earlier than that. But anyway, you powerbomb this area in the shore tunnel, and then though that basically blows open these broken mirrors and whatnot. Or not mirrors, broken windows. And then underneath here is the icebreaker. So you're never boring at the parties. Oh, ice spreader. My bad. Couldn't make a pun in a Nintendo game. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, this weapon is really cool. So, like I said, it'll freeze any bot, or it'll freeze like a bunch of enemies in just one hit, provided they're all relatively close to each other. Very good distance. Pretty much the same. It's basically the ice equivalent of the super missile. Very fun. If you guys have played Metroid Fusion, there's a missile upgrade that you get that's very similar to that, called the diffuser missile, which basically spreads this ice blast all over the place, freezes everything. So now we're going up to Phendrana Drifts. We'll go ahead and get the stuff over there out of the way. Don't think there's too much to get there. I know that there's gonna be like an artifact that we've missed. Actually, there's a couple artifacts over there. This will be perfect because we can just go straight through it. Oh, right. Keep forgetting I can do that. So easy to do. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Fridays and stuff. I really think that having just another day like that would be a lot of fun. Maybe have some guests on and, you know, have somebody to talk to. It would give me something better to do that day. Then again, I've also got like other plans that night too, I guess. Or those nights, I should say. It probably won't be like every Friday night, but it'll be on a majority of Friday nights. Or Friday evenings. I'm trying to not do the streams at night anymore, because I know that most of the people that view these are my family members, and you know, they're like off in Kentucky or whatever, so I'm not gonna say exactly where, but they're off down south and whatever. But I know that the time changes are a lot different down there, so I want to make sure that they have the time to be able to see them and stuff. Of course, they're probably watching the YouTube versions, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind YouTube views. And even then, it doesn't really matter if I do get views or not. I'm mostly just doing this for fun. Goodness gracious, that was like a really violent explosion there. We'll go ahead and visit the save room when we get in there, just so we can replenish our health. If I can figure out how to get around. I'm also thinking about maybe just throwing in some multiplayer fun on Fridays as well. Basically, Fridays will just be whatever the heck I want to do. It won't necessarily be just, you know, one small game or whatever. Some days it might be like a multiplayer day, or I don't know, maybe what's new on Xbox Live, on Games for Gold for Xbox Live. Why did I get out of there? I need to go back. Which I'm not endorsed, so I'm not selling out or whatever, but every now and then, sometimes a gem will come up on there. I know recently we had Shadow Warrior on there, and I've been playing that off and on. I think it's pretty decent. I would say the original's like, well, no, I guess the newer one is a little bit better than the original. I find the new one to be a bit easier than the original. Because in the original, I can hardly get past that first stage. Which probably doesn't say a whole lot about my skill in gaming. I'm not going to say that I'm very good at games at all to begin with, but yeah, when it comes to Shadow Warrior, I have such a hard time with the original game. So in Thardis's room, we can go ahead and clip through those, thankfully, and go over here, and I think there's a... Oh, it's just a missile tank. Thought it was going to be like an energy tank. On these panels, I think there's some interesting information. Oh yeah, it talks about Thardis and their trials and tribulations with them. The taming of Thardis continues. Barring unforeseen setbacks, it can be installed on Phazon Mine Patrol by Lotus Milestone. Don't know who Lotus Milestone is, but sounds cool. Research on Tom 4 is expanding into new areas. Pending stabilization of the Thardis venture, we will expand in animation research to include other native Talon 4 materials. Pretty creepy. Don't think there's anything else in here. But for new players, it's pretty neat getting to scan some of this stuff. You learn a lot about a lot of things here. Not even just related to bosses or whatever, but also just to the planet, to the history of the planet. Just a lot of things. Where does that take me? Okay, yeah, we'll go over here. This will be one of the rooms with the artifacts in it. Plus, we can also get this energy tank here. We only need one more. Gonna get the sneak attack on him, I hope. Yeah, boy. He's a bit extra crispy now. Guess he's gonna stay down there, but that's okay. We don't really need to mess with him too much. So I know that there's one around here. Or maybe it's in the next area. Is there another, like, really tall area? It's the research core. Frost Cave. Fendrana's Edge. That's where we need to go. So we need to go down a couple levels to that door down below. And surprise this guy over here, wherever he is. Oh, there he is. Bye. Alright. Love how upbeat the music is over here. And anybody who knows Pokemon will probably understand this concept here. Oh, that was horrible. I didn't know that could happen. That was like really horrible. I thought he would just explode. I didn't know he'd just die like that. Looks like Crow from Mystery Science Theater. At least the face does. Oh, that was kind of sad. I didn't think that they'd just whimper and die like that. Maybe it's supposed to teach me a lesson. Okay. By the way, you can grapple onto those guys. Ah, this is a really bad spot to be in. Except when I'm lucky like that. Pfft, luck. You don't need luck. Luck doesn't exist. Oh, I guess that was just a shortcut over here. Did I get the item down there? No, I did not. So, I guess there's a stalactite that I still need to shoot down? At least I think. What would it be, though? Or maybe I'm just looking too far into it. Okay, how do I get to it then? It's gotta be a stalactite of some sort. Yeah, there it is. It's like right up there. Alright, let's make our way back up. No biggie, not too much of a backtrack. I think. Ugh, I really hope this cold doesn't last too long. Don't like having to cough so much. Water doesn't really help too much with it either. Okay, we're back to where we were. Now I need to figure out... Oh, okay. So I just need to go over there again. Just gotta wait for him to line up. I think I'm getting a text message from someone. One moment. Let's see what that is. I am getting a text message from someone. Okay. Sorry about that. It was a business text. Alright, so this is how you're supposed to open that up. And then you just drop down here. Grab this bad boy. And now we just keep on going. Oh, or just miss that. Actually, I guess that door's not really important. We need to get over there, so. Rolling away. More space pirates. As you can see, there are a lot of grapple points, so that one artifact kind of requires you to have the grapple beam already. Oh, whoa, that was a good save. I'm worried about like turning when I'm grappling and stuff now, because I know that it can disengage your grapple beam. And I hate that flaw too. It should just like slow your momentum down or whatever. Nope. Ooh, that could have been bad. Oh, okay. So here's where the entranceway to that artifact is. As you can see, this looks like it's just a part of the background. It doesn't look like you can bomb it or whatever. I mean, it's kind of weird that there's a platform here. Well, not even then, because like you hop onto that and then you go over there. This is pretty much just one of those cryptic ones that I guess a lot of people don't really like. And there's nothing to scan at it with either. So, you know, for all we know, it could be cordite, which unfortunately it is not. So, you usually just have to resort to using bendesium. And even then, you don't know if it's gonna, or what kind of door is on the other side. Make sure you get all your power-ups before you even bother. So, anyway, now we have our next artifact. One sec. Sorry, I'm responding to a text message. It's work related again. Last minute scheduling things. I see. I don't like it when they wait for the week that you've obviously made plans for and stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, can you come and work these days?" Not to talk bad about my company or whatever, but if I've already made plans, I hate telling them no, but I kind of have to. So those days I was pretty much already made plans. It's not like I can just call them off, especially when they're family plans. What did that say? Drones reporting for mine duty must check in at control tower for debriefing. Didn't even know they could talk. Anyway. What else do we have down here? Gravity chamber. I don't think there's anything down there. I really hope not. I'm gonna hate if I have to go down there toward the end of the game. Okay. So now we're going to go back to, what was the name of that place? A security cave. We are going to where is the one place we need to go to? I know we're going to be going through here, because this will be a lot quicker to get back. To the one room. I think... I'm pretty sure it's the ice ruins. There's like this big old temple that you go back to. Oh, I remember now. It's the Chozo Ice Temple. There's gonna be a artifact over there. Actually, I guess we should go through the Space Pirates area, because there's an artifact over there too. There's a lot in Phendrana Drifts. Ugh. I don't know if those explosions can hurt you, but yeah, just be careful. So, let's try and grapple on the... Nope. Well, at least we landed in the water. No risk of any fall damage. Even though I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get fall damage in this game. In Prime 2, I'm almost certain there's fall damage in that. You can actually fall off of cliffs in that game, which is really lame at certain parts. It's not gonna be like an instant death, but it'll take like 50 damage away from you, if I'm remembering it correctly. So... Oh, well, I'm back where I need to be anyway. Unless I want to go to that save room. Okay, I'm just gonna leave these guys alone, because I feel really bad about what I did the last time. I know, it's just a game, but still. That was a little brutal. Even for Metroid standards. I don't know about that. I mean, I think it's pretty brutal to blow up a planet. Which, unfortunately, our heroine does, in, like, 2 games, I think? Let's see, there's SR-388 that she blows up at the end of the final game, canon-wise. And then there's, Zebus at the end of Super Metroid. Man, no wonder the Galactic Federation wants her, after the whole Metroid fusion thing. They kind of have a lot of reason to get her now. I mean, apart from the fact that she blew up one of the research stations, but I know I'm like spoiling the heck out of this, out of that game and its story, but you know, I mean, at the end, the reason why so many people have been like really hyped for a new Metroid game, as far as like, you know, past Metroid Fusion, you know, she's on the run at this point, and that's kind of just how they've kept it lately. They need to get back to that story and like either have her captured and then have her redeem herself or whatever, or ooh, don't even know how that got me. Or they need to do wow, alright. Sorry, hold on a sec. Either way, they just need to make a store, or they need to make another game with her in it. It's been quite a while since we've got another Metroid game that follows the story. We've pretty much just been given a lot of, like, I don't even know what you'd call it nowadays. Unnecessary information, I guess. I mean, Metroid Prime... Well, no, even then, Metroid Prime doesn't really have anything to do with, like, the primary story. Because the primary story right now is Metroid 1, 2, Super Metroid, and then Metroid Fusion. And I'm not counting Zero Mission, because I thought that was kind of pointless too. That, and if they're willing to cut out canon from the main story, you know, that's just, I don't know, I find that to be kind of stupid. Alright. Wow, glad Daniel's not watching. That comment about Metroid Other M probably would have ticked him off a little. He really loves that game, supposedly. He could just be messing with me, but he knows how much I dislike that game, so. Okay, let me make it clear though. I don't dislike the game as a game. The only thing I dislike about it is the story and well, even the voice acting I can kind of look past. I just really don't like the story in that game at all. The only thing story-wise that I really enjoyed about it was the tie-in with Metroid Fusion. But even then, that was still like a really stupid tie-in. Wow, that was like the immortal box right there. Anyway, we needed that to de-thaw that. Now we just shoot a missile at that thing. Hopefully we didn't need to scan anything there. That blows that up, knocks that over. And we now have a way... Wow, that that dark border around the edges. Very dramatic. But anyway, what was I saying about Metroid Other M? The story itself is like really mediocre. And just the fact that it discredits the Prime games just because... Well, I don't even know why it discredits the Prime games, to be honest. I think it discredited them because it wasn't made by the same person who made the originals, and it was made by an American team, which is no reason to discredit them. If they're good and they're making your idea money, why get rid of them from the canon? And now we've got Metroid Prime 4, so it sounds to me like they're alright with new Metroid Prime games coming out. I don't know. I thought that was really stupid that they tried to make those games non-canon. It's like what George Lucas... Or not even... Well, I guess George Lucas didn't try to make anything non-canon, except for the holiday special. But I don't think that was canon to begin with. But it feels like they're trying to do a George Lucas almost, in that they're trying to make it so that certain things don't exist, and they're trying to make their dream story. Even though the story, as we know it, is pretty dang good. I hope I worded that correctly. By the way, while I'm down here, I might as well look for that Metroid Dread thing. That's not it. Maybe this is it. I need to stop getting so distracted by the pretty things. Alright, is anyone else trying to... Alright, there's one more there. Take him out. And the music's still going, so there's probably another one running around. Probably just chilling on the ceiling. There he is. There's still another one. There he is. Die. Oh, now we got a Metroid to worry about. Oh, I thought it didn't go up for some reason. Alright, is that one? No. Is this it? No. Weird. Alrighty, well. Guess it'll be in one of the later rooms. I hope we didn't pass it. I really want to show that off before we get out of here for good. If not, though, you guys can look it up. Or maybe I'll show the Dread reference in the other game. Prime 3. I hate that you can't freeze these ones. Glad that you can kind of chill out in here. That guy needed to die. So did this guy. That was easy. Okay. So, we only have 4 artifacts left. Which is pretty good. We have some flyers out here. Well, had some flyers, I guess. So brutal. Okay, so... Okay, we've already been there. Let's go ahead and get to this save room. At that 2-hour mark already. But I don't plan on stopping until we get to at least the Phazon mines. I really want to get past that pirate. Because once we get past the space pirate in Phazon mines and get the Phazon suit, you know, that's pretty much it as far as upgrades and stuff like that go. At that point, we're pretty much as powerful as we can get. Unless there's something I'm missing. Oh, there's a missile expansion we can get around here too. I don't know if it's here or if it's in one of the other rooms, but there's one that's guarded by like a bunch of ice that you can shoot out. Provided this fool over here doesn't knock you off. I think we have his weakness now, though. Oh yeah, that's hurting him. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sorry. I was really hoping I wasn't going to be too coffee today. Yeah, I think it's over there. Okay, we got that. I can just find a way out of here. You can hear an item in the background too. They make this like really low pitched humming noise. So you can kind of tell where they are. I'm betting there's like a platform in here that I gotta hop onto. Or not, this whole bottom area could be pointless. Judging by our missile count, I think we still have quite a few missiles to go for. Fortunately, here's one of them. Oh, never mind, that's a power bomb. Okie dokie, there's another power up. Whoa. At least it makes quick work of them. Goodness. Okay, so before we do anything, we're gonna go back over here and miserably fall. Disintegrate this guy. Also, plasma beam works on enemies in this region that normally needed missiles, so pretty handy. Charge blast from it itself is strong as it is. I don't think we messed with this last time. Scan that. Ooh, hope that didn't damage us. But if you bomb your way up into here, let's take you to this. Oh, I guess we did get it. Okay. I hate that it keeps putting like the cordite and stuff back. It's been messed with, it shouldn't come back. Whatever. Well, anyway, back here. Oh, we need to go back to Talon Overworld too, don't we? Or not Talon Overworld. Chozo Ruins. Go back there and then we'll go to Phazon Mines. Okay, so loosen up his snot and hop into his hands and morph. That opens up a little hole underneath him, revealing another Chozo artifact. Artifact of the Sun. So now we have 3 left. I know where 2 of them are. I don't remember where the last one's gonna be though. Let's take a look, see if we have the stuff for them. No. Well, we don't have it for 2 of them, I guess. World is gonna be within the ruins of our of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of world. Okay, so that's the one that we're gonna be getting next, cause that's in the Chozo ruins, which we need the plasma beam for. And then the last two will be in Phazon mines. Believe it or not, this is like the second from last stream of this game. Then we'll be going on to Metroid Prime 2. And for those of you who are getting bored of these by now, I totally understand. I myself am kind of getting a little bored of them myself as well. But we are getting relatively close to being done with them. I know that Metroid Prime 3 is, I think, a lot quicker than the other two. Prime 2 will probably be the longest one for me personally. Prime 3 I've never beaten, but I know that it's very easy to get around. I'll probably use a guide for that one. And I'll more than likely use a guide for the second Prime game too. I have beaten that one before though, so. The only problem is I haven't 100%ed it yet. And yeah, that's one that I've wanted to go back to, because I never unlocked hard mode for it. Of course, that game is hard enough as it is right now, and we'll get to that when we do finally play that game. See, these reappear too. But anyway, we need to get to an elevator to not that place, not that place, and not that place. So, you know what? We're going to go to... No, there's gotta be one that's... Town Overworld West. What? There's another one that takes us... Well, okay. We're gonna go ahead and go to Town Overworld West, and then we'll get to the Chozo ruins from there. So I don't think it's too far from where we need to go. I really hope not, anyway. Ouch. But, anyway, back to what I was saying about, you know, if you guys are getting bored of the Prime streams. The Prime games are going to be the longest ones. Everything else after Prime is basically the traditional formula of just 2D run and gun. Prime just takes a lot of time because there's a lot of exploration in it and a lot of scan logs that you have to do. I don't know if I'll 100% Prime 3. It really depends on how I'm feeling about the Prime games at that point. And just how I feel about that game in general. I remember I put it down for a reason. And I'm pretty sure it's because it just wasn't that fun to me. Maybe because of the difficulty, maybe it wasn't. But I do know that I put it down after like 3 days of playing it. And I didn't even get that far into it. I got to a sky temple or whatever, and that was about it. For those of you who have played Metroid Prime Hunters, it's very similar to that game. A lot of planets that you go to, and that's about it. They're very small, don't take up a whole lot of time. Excuse me. So here's an instance that's going to involve invisible platforms, and these ones you can actually shoot. But you'll notice them like early on, because you'll see like, you know, the raindrops and stuff, and there'll even be a scan log that'll say, "Hey, water droplets seem to be stopping midair." If you have the X-ray visor, though, it will show you that there are platforms here that you can jump on. Technically, you don't need the X-ray visor for this. It just makes it easier to line up your jumps, especially over here. So that one is a little ways out there. But once you get here, that's pretty much it. It also reveals this section here. So, just got another missile expansion. Very nice. And there's a door over here. Don't remember what's on the other side of this. Oh, just another missile expansion. Getting there. So how many missiles do we need or do we need now? I wish it had a fraction counter on it instead of just showing you how many you have. I mean, technically if you save at your ship, then it'll do it, but that's just kind of boring. But anyway, we got that. Now we just need to go over to the Chozo ruins. So, does that take us to our ship by chance? Yes, it does. So we'll go to the ship first, and then we'll go to the ruins. I think this is the door we're looking for. I love the Metroid metal version of this song. If any of you guys really enjoy the music in this game, I totally recommend you guys go check out Metroid Metal. It's basically just some guy named Steamage who does basically all the Metroid songs, or a majority of the good ones, and does like metal covers of them all. Very nice. Really love Talon Overworld. And the tunnel that from Metroid 2, when we get to that, I'll point that song out. That one's really fun to listen to. It's so upbeat. And the metal version makes it feel so much more foreboding, I guess. But that's a good artist that, as far as I'm aware, he has a lot of his songs out there for free right now on his website. You can get the remastered versions on Amazon Music, iTunes, Zune if you're still using that, though I think that service has kind of been discontinued. Well, not Groove Music anymore. Spotify, basically any music service at this point. You usually have their music. Or his music. But I totally recommend it. He does other games and stuff too, as far as his music goes. I think he has some stuff for Tron in a metal format. Could be wrong though. So where do I go from here to get back? I need to get to the Hall of the Elders. Unless it's that hall that they're talking about, but I really doubt that. Furnace, reflecting pool, Hall of the Elders. So we need to go up here, through here, and then all the way down there. So let's get this over with. I don't know if this like destroys the wasp nests, but I think it might charge it. Nope, never mind. You would think it would. The incinerator drone took care of that one. I think we go through this door. So a little note about this gun. All your weapons have like pretty good range. The only one that doesn't is obviously the one that I'm using right now. It will only go so far. In fact, I can probably show it off right here. I don't want to back up into that room again. But it will not go as far as the other beams. So you can't shoot the birds out of the sky with it. That's pretty much the best way to test it. But yeah, you can see like I can shoot most of the platforms, but it won't go like too far. Or maybe it's just a visual effect and I just don't know my stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Regardless, it is the strongest weapon in the game, damage-wise. If you're getting technical about it, technically, I would say the Ice Beam is the strongest, because it's the quickest weapon that you can use. Because all you do is you freeze your enemies, and then you shoot them with a missile, and that's basically it. There's gonna be ghosts in this next room. Not gonna worry about them though. Unless it locks the room, but I doubt it. I didn't do it right. Okay. I know how I need to do it. You don't dash, you just go over and drop the bomb. There we go. And there's the ghosties. But we're not going to worry about them. The beetles can take care of them. Now we will have to worry about them in here though, unfortunately. Yep, I saw y'all coming from like a mile away. And that did not do anything. For all I know, there's probably nothing stopping me from just going up there and doing what I need to do. I could have sworn I got the artifact from here, though. Maybe I just got a power-up or something. I don't remember. I don't know. This room's probably my least favorite room in the whole game. But on the plus side, this is the last time I'm gonna have to come here. Unless there's some secret that I'm missing. took care of him. Reload on missiles in here. Even though it's only really going to give us 5 missiles. Love how robotic she looked when she lowered her arm like that. Could have made it just a little more human than that. I know Metroid Prime 2 makes her her movement a lot more fluid. Less like an animatronic. Anyway. Surprise door underneath the, well, kind of looks like a space jockey. Except he doesn't have the giant telescope looking thing in front of him. Alright. We're on to our last 2 artifacts. Very easy to find. They're both in Phazon mines. The only thing we're gonna have to look for after this is I guess we'll go there. The only thing we'll have to look for after this is the missile expansions. Because we still have quite a few of those to go. And also, there's quite a few, or there's probably quite a few power bomb expansions we're missing as well. I could be wrong on that though. Again, I haven't played this in quite a while, and I haven't practiced this all that much either. But we will get all of the items on the last stream, and then we'll finish that last stream with the final boss fight, obviously. So this is pretty much the second, or this is like right before the very last stream of this one game. Next we'll be doing Metroid Prime 2, then Prime 3, and then we'll be going on to the shorter Metroid games in the series. Metroid 2, Return of Samus for the Game Boy, Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo, which I'm hoping I can record from my Super Nintendo Classic. I'm keeping my eyes open for a cartridge version of it for the Super Nintendo, but every time I find it, it's like $60+. And I really hate spending that much for a cartridge. And I'm sure I can find one on eBay, but I really don't like using eBay. PayPal, I find, is not the most secure way to do business. I mean, unless it's for like a music site like, oh no, it's scrolling back. For like Bandcamp or whatever. But when it comes to eBay, I don't know, I just don't trust it enough. But if I can't find it on there, I don't know. I do have it on Wii, so I could technically play it through that. But if I do it through the Super Nintendo Classic, what I'd do is I would hook it up, the HDMI cord, to the input on my Xbox One, and then just stream it through the Xbox. Now, that sounds really complicated, and that's why I'm kind of worried about doing it like that, because I don't even know if it's going to work. One can only hope, though. So, we'll see. Okay, where do I need to go to get back to Magmore Caverns? So Magmore Caverns East. Okay, this isn't so bad. Really, I should be going to the entrance from the beginning, because the first artifact that I'm gonna be getting is actually in that area. I probably can't even enter Phazon mines through the west. I probably need to go back to the first area. If so, it won't take too long for me to get back there. Um, but I don't know. Feel like a waste of time in my opinion. But anyway, hopefully Super Metroid won't be too much of a problem to stream. Uh, Again, I don't have enough money to get me an Elgato yet, so hopefully some other day. I want to do a couple things with my car before I start spending on games again. And even then, I'm kind of like chilling out on buying games and stuff lately. Unless I can find them for like really good deals, which is what I should be doing to begin with. It's basically what I have been doing as of lately. Like, just the other day, I managed to find a copy of Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo 64 for like, I think it was $40. Not too shabby, if you ask me. Just got another text from him. Man, I really hope he doesn't call me into work right now. That was one thing that I do kind of miss about Walmart. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but with Walmart, they had this very clear rule that they wouldn't make you come into work without a little bit of or they wouldn't like change your schedule on you instantly. They do that at the place that I work at now. I'm not gonna say where I work, but it's getting kind of annoying with some of the things they've been doing. That's the only complaint I have about the place I work at. I love the place I work at. It's just some things that I think they could do a little bit better. Anyway, with that being said, let's get back on track, and we will go to Phazon West. Trying to make this as quick as I can. Don't want to waste too much time with the backtracking. Just hope I didn't make a wrong turn anywhere. That'd be really disappointing right about now. Pretty sure I'm going the right way. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because the Bendezium wall here. which for some reason doesn't respawn, unlike every other thing here. Guess I can't complain too much about that, though. I really hope that I'm able to get through, or I'm able to proceed through here. What I'm hoping is that this is gonna take me to the room where I fought the one drone. If not, this could be very problematic. Well, kind of liking my odds so far, but I think this is the room. I think I'm gonna have to turn back on. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, right. It's a mega turret. So in here, we're actually going to see the fourth type of pirate that we need to defeat. This is a really easy room to take care of these pirates, because if you hit them with certain blasts, you can actually knock them off of platforms, and then they'll fall into the phazon below. That is like really helpful, because if you can knock them into the phazon below, that basically takes them out instantly. Oh, I guess he fell down below. Weird. Well, we're gonna try and knock this guy off. Don't think it's gonna work though. He's actually trying to shoot at us. But we killed him before he could do too much damage to us. Oof. And be careful here too, because that phazon down there is pretty hard to get out of. We have enough energy tanks to where if we were to fall into it, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. But just bear in mind, it will hurt you very quickly. In fact, you can die with that many energy tanks. Oh, I really need to scan him. Oh well, we'll come back in here. He respawns, and there's gonna be plenty more after him. But those red pirates, in fact, there's one down there. Ooh, that could have been really bad. They are plasma beam pirates. They are the last type of special pirate like that you will find here. Where did he go? He's down there. Where did that red one go? Mini Savon 22. I don't think I do remember you. Might have gone by a different name back then. Unless you're the guy from my Commander Keen Twitch stream. If that's the case, I definitely remember you. But, welcome to the stream. Did scan him right? Yeah. And if you've been on the stream and I haven't noticed you, well, I hope you've been enjoying. I haven't been keeping an eye on the amount of people viewing right now. I almost never check that. But I do keep an eye on the comments now, especially with my setup right now. Originally I was just viewing them on the phone, and that wasn't proven too useful for me. Ooh, that actually hurt. Okay, I think... Oh, thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm definitely not the best, but I try to keep people entertained. Let's see. I think this has been Desium. I really hope it is. Nope, that was a waste of time. Backing up. So somewhere in here there's gonna be a power or some kind of expansion. Or maybe I'm just remembering wrong. I think there's something to do. Whoa, that could have been very bad. Ooh. Yeah, that's what they do. That's why I don't like Space Pirates all that much in this game. They are really annoying, and they're a lot stronger in this game than they are in some of the others. I mean, they're not like the Space Pirate Commandos from Prime 2, but they're almost up there. At least these guys are. They're strong and they're very durable. Okay, let's jump over here. Yeah, I'm almost certain there's something over here. Oh, no. It's just another way to get back up. Oh well. No biggie. Um, oh, I answered that wrong. Whoops. One sec. I've gotta write something to this guy. I misread my boss's text message. Feel really bad. I kind of made myself sound a bit like a douche. uh, have you already done Metroid Prime 3? No, I have not. That'll be after the next game that we do. I'm doing them all in order, so next one's gonna be Prime 2, and then we'll go on to Prime 3. Looking forward to that one. Hopefully it's gotten better with age. That's one game that I've played but I haven't beaten yet. So, hopefully it'll be a bit more fun this time around. I know it was really easy last time, like I was saying earlier. Because with hyper mode, it's so quick to go through everything. Everything pretty much just goes on one hit kill, and you get it so often too. That's what makes it makes that game so simple to play. Why am I wasting my time with that? I can do this. Nope, never mind. I don't care. Let me check my texts again. I hope he didn't take any mind of that. No problem. Okay. Whew. Well, unprofessional on his part to shorten that. But that's just nitpicking. But yeah, Metroid Prime 3 will be coming after Metroid Prime 2. Oh, wow. That was rude. Yeah, the story is really nice. I really like the voice acting in that game, especially compared to other M. So that is one thing I'm really looking forward to. I think that it's a lot shorter than the other two, but ooh, I do like the story a lot more nonetheless. I think it's a lot more entertaining than 1 and 2. Because with 1 and 2, all your story is gotten through terminals and stuff that you have to scan, uh, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think they can go in more depth with the terminals. But as far as like Prime 3 goes, it's usually through the cutscenes. You get a little more through the terminals, but most of it, all you need to do is just view the cutscenes. Plus, the other bounty hunters are really funny in their own ways. At least Gore and Gandria are. I think the other one, I don't even remember his name. He was the cool one out of the whole group, though. Anyway, here's Phazon Pirate. I didn't get the full name, but all you need to know about him is once you defeat him, he gives you what you need, the artifact. He's not too different from the other ones. I think he might be a little bit easier. He doesn't have that cannon, so as long as you dodge his shockwave attacks, he's pretty easy. But there's our artifact, and we also got that scan log entry too, so pretty neat. And this one is the artifact of the warrior. So all we're missing is that big one there, which we won't be able to get until we defeat the other Prime Pirate. I think it's just the Prime Elite. Or the Pirate Elite. Okay. Let's take care of these guys. As far as Metroid Prime 2 goes, if you've played uh, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, it's pretty similar to that. Basically, well, I'll probably save that till we get there. But oh, man, that turret is just really annoying. Um, it's nothing too special. In fact, the story isn't really. Well, I guess it's kind of necessary. It does introduce us to Dark Samus. Um, or at least the Dark Samus that we know of in Prime 3. Technically, she's born in this game. But Prime 2 doesn't really add too much to the story. Because, for one, you're not really fighting space pirates or anything. You're fighting another force, which doesn't ever show up in any of the other games. It's pretty much just a one and done deal. But if you're familiar with Prime 3 and its use of the Leviathans. Uh, Prime 2 is kind of an introduction to that concept. So it'll be fun. When we get there, you'll be able to see what it's all about. And, you know, hopefully you'll enjoy it. The only problem I have with that game is not so much the story, but the difficulty of it. It is a really hard Prime game. You have to play... Well, it's not even like how well you play. It's more so there's like two different bosses in that game that just totally throw you for a loop every time. One of which is a puzzle-based boss, and he sucks, hands down. um, in fact, I remember listening to a podcast from the Metroid database, very good fan site. If you ever get the chance, that's one that I recommend checking out. Um, but one of their guys who played through it when it came out actually rage quit at that boss because of the difficulty involved. I don't think he ever went back to it either. Of course, I don't blame him at that point. That boss is just so difficult. And I can only imagine what he's like on hard mode in that game. But yeah. And just so you know, after Prime 3, we will be going on to the other games in the series. So we'll be going Metroid 2 for the Game Boy, Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. Then we'll be going on to Other M and Fusion. Unless it takes long enough for me to get a Switch and for Prime 4 to come out to get through the Prime games, then I'll probably play Prime 4 before tackling Metroid 2, just to keep with the canon. Though I really doubt it's going to come out at any point in time during this marathon. Especially if it's not out after we get past 3. Because Metroid 2 and Super Metroid... Ooh, hold on a sec. Metroid 2 is a Game Boy game, so it's going to be really short. This is not very ideal. So that game will be really short to get through. It's just really cryptic. But it's linear, so it won't take long. And then Super Metroid is a bit longer, but I've played through it recently, and I don't plan on 100%ing that game or Metroid 2. So I won't be 100%ing those, just for the sake of time and stuff. I've played a bit of Super Metroid. It's a bit harder compared to the Prime series. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like harder. I still think, well, I mean, it really comes down to a matter of opinion, honestly. But in my opinion, Prime 2 is probably the hardest of the Metroid games. Super Metroid is hard, but there's so many ways to get past all the hard moments if you know how to do certain tricks and stuff. So there's a lot to do with like you know, wall jumping and small little tricks that you'll learn later down the road as you play through. But wall jumping can give you a butt ton of items as you play through, which makes it so much easier. Man, I really want to deactivate those guys. Okay. Um, Wall jumping will get you early access to missiles and yeah, Prime does kind of have an auto aim to it. Uh, Scared me. uh, it's got a bit of an auto aim feature in it. The lock on definitely makes it easier. But the thing about the 2D games is that, you know, most of the time they'll give you a type of weapon that will be able to cover more area than, you know, your default weapon. So while the standard power beam, nope, won't won't be too easy to aim with, Spazer beam will, or at least in Super Metroid anyway, Spazer beam will be pretty good for you, and then you don't even have to worry too much about aiming at that point. Oh. But as far as auto aim goes, I mean, there's only like 2 weapons that really do auto aim in this. Unless you're talking about the lock-on feature, then... Okay, I want to make sure that I don't miss any new species down here. There's some new ones. But, you know, Power Beam has a little bit of an auto aim feature. Wave Beam definitely has auto aim. That's how you take care of that invisible oh, really? That's how you take care of the invisible sentry unit. Or not sentry unit. Invisible... Oh, I can't even think of the name of it right now. Oh well, I'll get back to that. Apparently the cat's trying to get into my room. Sorry, cat, you gotta wait till the end. He's okay out there. He's just a bit moochy. Likes being around people. Good cat, but can be kind of annoying to stream with at times. So let's see. I can't believe they turned off the lights in this area. I thought that this area would be a little bit easier to traverse through. Ooh, are these new guys? Nope. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, man. We could have backtracked a little bit to the beginning entrance of this area, and we could have gotten the fire spreader, or whatever it is. Oh, no. It's called the flamethrower, I think. But we could have gotten the flamethrower for this area and used that a little bit. It's not really handy until you get to, you know, rooms with a lot of enemies. It's really good for taking care of beetles. There is our new scan log entry. That right there is a Hunter Metroid. Let me check my phone real quick. I think I got another text. But these guys, pretty easy to take care of. They're pretty much just like the normal Metroids. The only difference is they have a tentacle that can be used to drain your health. I'm running out of health. I need to hopefully find a save station out here. Yeah, there we go. Just be careful when you do see them. They're not like impossibly hard to take care of. As long as you can freeze them in time and then hit them with a missile. It's pretty much like your average Metroid. Just don't let them get too close because they react a lot faster. They don't have that delay that the normal Metroids do. I think there's another one around here. Oh, no, it's just counting him. Whew, let go a little too early. Pretty sure that's Bendesium. So, since I don't have enough health, I'm not gonna go straight for the artifact. So, I'm just gonna boost through here. Woo! But when you get, I have... How many artifacts do I have? I'm pretty sure I have 11 out of the 12. Yeah. So, the last one that I need is right down here. But without Phazon suit, I'm not going to risk it. Especially with how much energy I have left at this point. Need to be careful, though, because I don't remember... Oh, okay. You go through here. If there was a save station nearby, then I'd probably risk it. But there's not, so... And I also just need to be careful with my energy because of these guys here. Got him. Ooh. I think that room up there might be a save room. Kinda weird to put it behind a red door. And then again, at this point, I don't think it really matters. Okay, whew. I was afraid I wasn't gonna make it. I really don't like these dark segments. That's weird. It's all like hot and stuff. Is this a save room? No. This is a map room? Oh no, a missile recharge room. Well, better than nothing, I suppose. Kinda hoping for a missile recharge station, though. Or, not a missile recharge station. A save room. Oh, please make it. Nope. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay. I just gotta be really careful. Not like that. Oh, thank goodness. And just jump over here. I'm going the right way, right? Yeah. Our invisible post-spawn boos here. I don't think you can scan them. No. If not, we'll find out at the end. Thought that smoke cloud was a monster. That was really scaring me for a minute. I was like, what is that? There we go. So there's a little bit of energy here. I think we're just about to our boss fight. Nope, but we are to some pirates here. Hopefully we can take care of them relatively quickly. I don't like to fight them any longer than I have to. These guys do a lot of damage. And when you can take them out from a distance, that's a godsend. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I think I can make it. I was wrong. Don't take out too much damage. I gotta stop making so many leaps of faith. Okay. Oh, I see what I was supposed to do there. I feel like there was something up there. Probably is. I'll come back to it when I get the chance. There's another pirate over there. Alrighty, let's take care of him. Hopefully his buddy just stays over there. Ugh, wave pirate. That looks like it could be opened up. Yep. That'll have a missile expansion by the sounds of it. So, super missile that open. Yep, just what I thought. Not bad at all. Oh, I hope I didn't miss any pirate data on my way through here. Hope there wasn't any over there. Oh well, we can go back through. I've still got one more stream after this stream here. It won't be today, obviously, but on the next Wednesday, we'll get back to it. Find anything we forgot. Here's the save station. Check and see if there were any monitors in there that need to be scanned. What time is it now? Wow, we've hit the 3-hour mark. This is one of the longer streams I've done. Ooh, I don't like how this looks. Yeah. Just what I thought. And I am walking straight into his stuff. And he was not... Oh, it was a... red pirate. So, obviously utilize that. This should be... Yep, this is it. This is our boss fight. This one here is a little tricky. It won't be... Okay, we got that skin. That's cool. It's not like impossible hard or anything. It's nothing like Metroid Prime 2. But there's a lot... This one's a staged fight. So, you know, he's gonna start off the way he is right now. Very similar to Thardus, if you remember him. But basically, we're just gonna fight him like we're supposed to right now. And hopefully not have him do that again. That was rough. He is very big, and he is going to block the snot out of our shots until he does that. And then once you hit those, he should go invisible. Goodness gracious, get away. I don't remember this guy being so difficult. He's very similar to the other pirates that we faced that are altered like this. What we're doing right now is we're taking care of all of his phazon body parts or whatever, which can be done pretty easily with the plasma beam. Every time you do it, he stumbles back, but then he tries to get back closer to you. So make sure you keep your distance from him. Otherwise, he smacks you like that. I have never had that kind of problem with him before. Jump when he does the earth pound thing. Try not to walk into any phazon like I've been doing. And once that's off of him, he's gonna go invisible. And when he does that, he's gonna spawn in some pirates. You have to be very quick to take them out. Fortunately, he's only focusing on these guys. But he goes invisible, and your goal at this point is to find him. There he is. And then just shoot him to death. I recommend using the plasma beam during this, because it takes out, or makes him go down a lot faster. And he's gonna send in more pirates, which these ones are, yep, they're annoying ones. Anything other than the ice pirates is pretty annoying, if you ask me. He will eventually recover his armor, sad as that is. However, when he does those ground pound things, that's like your biggest saving point, because it'll take care of everything around you, which can give you a little bit of a time boost. Ouch. At this point, unless you're on hard mode, this fight isn't really all that difficult. On hard mode, that's a different story. He will mop the floor with you if you're playing the way I'm playing right now. Especially if he lets you get, or if you let him get hits like that. He is just not letting up today, though. Get away. But all I can say is I recommend using plasma beam during this entire fight, and jumping over his attacks, unlike what I'm doing right now. And if he does get like that, just boost away from him. Goodness gracious. I feel like I need to be close to him though, because I feel like that's the only way my plasma beam's gonna reach him. Which at this point, it kind of is the only way it's reaching him. There we go. So now he's gonna call down his buddies again. Oh, please be something easy. All I ask is that he doesn't bring down any of his, he had to do the wave beam pirates. It's gonna be these guys. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about these guys. Well, actually, yeah, I will. Oh, now I can worry about this guy. I want to take him out as fast as I can. Because the sooner he does that ground pound thing when he does rejuvenate, the happier I will be. Sorry. But he's back. And this guy's gonna be an annoying little prick. And he's got his thing on too. Oh, at least he's gone. Ugh, please just no. I believe if you get on the other side of that attraction thing or whatever, I think it's an attract beam, you can shoot his other parts with relative ease. I'm just doing a really sloppy fight here. Getting right up in his junk, apparently. Once the legs are gone, I'm happy. And if you do die here, which I'm not... Ooh! Never done that before. If I do die here, I'm not too worried. Because death is kind of a... It's more just an inconvenience for me right now. As long as I can take these guys out really quick, this fight isn't too odd. So, I need to find him right now. And there goes him. Hopefully we can get him one more time. Ugh. He's so close. He's like right there. I'm not even gonna worry at this point because he's gonna do a ground pound. And apparently that did not take out those space pirates, unfortunately. Come on, do another one. There we go. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah! Show your friends how it's done. Ugh. I'm losing health really fast. I really hope I can get him in this last one. Okay, this guy right there really needs to just die off. Please just be more... Oh, come on. Oh man, I'm gonna die here because he's not locking on. Oh, this is gonna be bad. We're so close. No, don't let me die now. Come on. Oh, man. Man, that sucked. That was my fault, though. At the end of the day, I just didn't dodge him very well. And what I should have done there was I should have used the power bomb to clear them all up. Oh man, how far back am I? Okay, I'm still... Oh, I really hope I'm not too far back. Ah! And I really shouldn't have done that there. Apparently the power bomb can hurt you though if you're in the wrong mode. Alrighty, I'll see you back here soon. Yeah, fool. Alright, let's go. I want my round 2. Gotta scan him again. I wonder if super missiles work better on those. are probably a lot faster. But anyway, once this fight is over... Yeah, see, that works so much faster than the last time. Provided he's not doing that. Yeah. My problem is I gotta worry about missile count. Okay, now I just gotta worry about the space pirates he's gonna throw down at me. Where are they? Right behind me, and they're the worst kind. Oh, where is he? Come on. Ah, whatever. At least I know your weakness now. Ah. Sort of know your weakness. That hurts, doesn't it? Oh, please be nice with me. Oh, no, he's not being nice with me at all. Okay, now he is. Yeah. One more time. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, who are the next pirates gonna be? Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Ice pirates, woo! And a wave pirate. Okay. Oh my gosh. Die, fool. Alright, come on. Where are you coming now? Yeah. Of course he's gonna throw more at me. And they're more ice pirates. See, if you're gonna throw them at me, at least make it something worth my time. At the same time, I'm also kind of thankful. Why do I keep doing that? I know what he's gonna do. There. Yeah. I have a great time. Alright, please, just stay back. Just a little. Have I scanned him entirely? I really hope I have. Okay. Who are your next lackeys? Ugh. I think these guys are worse than the actual boss here. And that's really saying something. Okay. Come on. There we go. Pump him up, come on. Yeah. No calling anyone else. Where are you gonna spawn in next? Ah, missed my chance. stop it with that. I always do it at like the worst time. As long as I don't run out of missiles here, I think I should be okay. Oh, I always do it. I always do it. Booyah. Alright. Come on, give me some ice pirates or something. Just something. Oh, something quick. Oh my gosh, where is he? Die, 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 die. Come on, we can do it. Come on, don't do that again. Oh, he's gonna replenish before I can kill him. Yep, he did it. Okay, no more fooling around. At least he can't replenish those while he's in phase on. Oh, it really suck right now. Okay. Let's do this, boy. Throw whatever you got at me. I know how to take him now. I hope. Oh gosh, I hope. Come on. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Here he goes. Woo! Boy, oh boy, was that hard. Harder than I remember. Anyway, Samus just stands there and takes it. And he erupts in the phase on, I guess. I don't know. Now she's got this look on her. Brush off the pain. Anyway, now we've got our final power-up in the game, minus the flamethrower upgrade, which is the Phazon suit. This suit will allow us to stand in this Phazon without getting hurt. Very helpful. Sorta. I mean, it really only comes in handy down here. I think it reduces damage to some extent, but not by much. But anyway, now that we have this, we are gonna backtrack a little bit. Well, I guess I can't really backtrack at this point. That's okay. We can get back there. Actually, no. Wait, take me back down. I'm so stupid. I should have known. I've got the power up. Where does this take me anyway? Right here. This will take me to the Phazon Processing Center. So I just need to get back to guess here, or maybe it's there. I don't remember. Let's go ahead and get that final artifact, and then we'll go ahead and save and call it quits. Okay, so little note before anyone ever tries to attempt this without much health. Just remember, power bombs do not work on those pirates at all. Kinda lame, but I guess I can see the reasoning for it. Just trying to get past these guys. We'll just take them. Ugh, I hate that it locks on to just one specific guy at a time. And he almost didn't lock on there. Okay. So, we're gonna go back up here, open this door, go through here. I'm just gonna ignore these guys, because honestly, if I can walk through Phazon, it doesn't matter. All the guys I'm gonna worry about are these guys. Really? Okay. So now, we go back here, we can bomb this section here, and we can traverse through here without any damage. We can get one of two things here. I think the only thing we're gonna get is the artifact. Yeah, there's the artifact. Huzzah! We have all 12 of the artifacts. So, let's go ahead and excuse me. I wonder if I can get back up there. So I'm pretty sure there's another item you can get. Or maybe not. Nah. We'll still go through here. Maybe there's something I missed. Nope. Alrighty. Well, we'll just go straight on back, and I guess we'll go get the flamethrower. I know I keep saying that we're gonna stop at this point, but there's so many things that you can get here. And I want to make sure that I get all the normal items first. There's a show off that the power bomb is like the best weapon in the game. Besides the beams, anyway. Get that missile expansion. And see if we can hop up there. Later, nerds. Oh, I guess I do have to bother. anything that I can bomb over here that'll let me down there? Let's have a feeling. Okay, it's useless. Oh, man. That was me just being a little impatient. Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh. Trial and error. Okay, let's try that all again. Actually, now let's try that again. Whew, didn't think I was gonna make it. Freeze him. And go right back to where we need to go. Or save here. Not quitting yet, though. Even though it's like 3.5 hours of just straight up gameplay. We're gonna keep going up ahead and get ourselves one last thing before we call it quits. Thought they'd fill this area up with space pirates at this point. That's okay. Alright, that's not important. Is this important? No. Okay. Sometimes you can scan those and they have like something on the other side. In this case, I guess they're not that important after all. Okay, so gonna go head back. Hey, our final energy tank. Groovy. That just leaves us with a couple more missiles to get. But that is a-okay. We get those the next time. So, those guys up there are probably all wondering, what? I would have knocked him in there, but that's okay. By the way, should have noted that earlier. You can make quick work of those mega turrets with quick shot of, or charge shot of your plasma beam. Gonna climb our way back up. And I guess we're taking the spider track up. Hopefully they don't hit us on our way. They are. But that's alright. Not much of a biggie. All we gotta do is just knock this guy off. And he dies in the phazon. And we get knocked down to it too. But I am alright with that. So I know for a fact there's a power-up in this room. I just forget how to get to it. Almost fell off of there. Oh, right. So we're gonna push this guy off because he's being mean to us. To which he's just gonna land on that platform down there. Maybe he'll like move or something and fall over. No, this is gonna hurt, but that's alright. So yeah, there should be like a power-up either up there or over here. I remember it's somewhere in this room. Excuse me again. Alright. Guy's getting really annoying. He did. So is there a platform I can go onto? Yeah, there it is. Apparently there's another space pirate in here. And there he is. I don't know what kind. Oh, it's a power pirate. Really? Get him in no time, I hope. It's gonna be that guy. If only I could just draw him out over here. Whatever, we'll come back. There's plenty more opportunities we'll get at taking him down. For now, I want to get that one power up. The flamethrower. And potentially get ambushed by a bunch of invisible shocky guys. Ugh, this is gonna... Open! Okay. Whew. We're gonna go up here. Ooh. Oh. Alright. So we're gonna go straight back down here. Get this guy out of our way. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna make our way back up to the main area. Or at least toward the main area. There is this corridor that we went down earlier that is going to have some power-ups that we're gonna need. Or that's gonna have the flamethrower. Excuse me. If I can just find the door. Oh. I hate when they put them on the floor like that. Ah, always get me every time. Then I have to switch to this visor, which honestly just sucks. There's gonna be another one over here, I can guarantee it. Oh, never mind. Open up. Time to collaborate and listen, boys. Or whatever gender you things are. I don't know. I really don't care. Ugh. I do care about this one, though. Okay, so in this area, I don't know if it's this corridor or if it's the next one, but in one of these corridors there's going to be a security door that we can open up. But it'll open up those there. So I'm just gonna take these guys out real quick, do some ghost busting. By the way, for those of you who don't know this, every time you use the wave buster or the flamethrower, it's either 5 or 10 missiles to initiate it. So just keep that in mind when you do end up using it. For some reason my danger meter's still going up even though I'm immune to phase on. Can you guys just back up a little bit, please? He just gave up. He's like, nope, I'm just gonna hide here. Why am I even going that way? I need to be going back in here. Because I think if you hit this or not. What do you use to open that? It's probably further up here. Security bioscan locks in place. Locks keyed. Space pirate life signs only. Access denied. Oh. What if we powerbomb it? Or not. There's like some way to open it up. Or maybe that's what is on the other side of that door. Just a thing to open that up. Wouldn't just deflect your bullets without having some kind of purpose. I would think anyway. Force field activated. Access prohibited. Okay. Well, maybe... there's something that I gotta bomb or something. Just run through here with X-ray visor and thermal visor. Because it can't just be in another room. That would be ridiculous. Stomach's all growly. Guess it's about time for me to get some food. Oh! Oh, okay. That's right, I remember now. That blows that open. And then that will deactivate the force field. And just check through here. Nothing to report. I wonder if I've gotten all the space pirate logs. I'm really curious because I'm gonna be kind of upset if I missed any of them. I have to be slow here. Pardon the noise. So we're missing one so far. That's it. Maybe it's in the room that we're gonna be going up to ahead. Or maybe It's in Magmore Caverns and we just missed it. Probably look up a guide for the last playthrough. See what all I have missed. Okay, there's the flamethrower. Our final power up in the game. There's nothing more to get. Basically, this acts pretty much like the Wave Buster, except this is flamethrower. Of course, we can't use it because we don't have enough missiles right now. But yeah, that's everything. Now we're just gonna go back to the beginning and get to that save station. And that'll pretty much be it for me today. I'm kinda tired. And it's been going long enough. This'll take forever to upload to YouTube. Not that that's a bad thing. It just gives me time to chill out, I guess. As long as it doesn't slow Facebook down anymore. I'm a little bummed out about that right now. I use Facebook to keep all my close friends in the loop about my streams, so. Worked out perfectly. Oh, there's another one. He almost got me too. So long, sucker. Boom. Like there was something over there. Alrighty, well. We will save here, and then when we come back next Wednesday, we will go ahead and continue and finish up this game. But that'll be next week. Like I said earlier, I'm thinking about doing something on Fridays for smaller games and stuff. Wednesdays will typically be like they'll still be my primary Twitch gaming days. But for Fridays, I'm wanting to do something a little more fun, just for the heck of it. So maybe I'll do some multiplayer games. Maybe I'll do some smaller games. Who knows? I might even start going up to like 3 streams a week. But it's gonna be a slow process. For right now, I'm sticking mainly to Wednesdays because, for one, I do think that streaming is a great pastime and stuff, but I don't want to overdo it too much because then I get into a rut, or I feel like I'm getting into a rut, and I feel like I'm forcing myself to play, and I don't want to do that. I want to do it because it's fun. So, not that this isn't fun. I'm having a great time with this. But for right now, I think one stream, and then maybe, hopefully, I'll start doing a stream on Fridays, and I'll be playing some smaller games. Basically, what I'm wanting to do are like arcade ports and stuff. And like I was also saying, multiplayer games. I love doing first-person shooter games, so maybe I'll stream Halo matches. I'm really into. Oh, don't you worry, man. Metroid won't be over. We still got plenty of games to go. Uh, we've got Metroid Prime 2, which is going to take just a tad bit longer than what you've seen with Metroid Prime 1. Prime 3, I'm not entirely sure how long that'll take, but that'll come after that. Then Metroid 2, that'll be a breeze. I hope, if it's not as hard as, or if it's easier than I remember it being. And then finally, we'll go on to, well, not finally, we'll go on to Super Metroid, which that one shouldn't take too long. And then Metroid Other M, ugh. I really don't want to do that one, but I will do it for canon's sake and just to show off like the positive things about the game. It's not entirely bad, even though I don't like the story. It's still a good game. And then we'll finish off with Metroid Fusion, which is the sister game to Metroid Prime. So, with all that being said, though, uh, I'll keep I'll keep thinking of how to add something on the Friday. Still kind of working it out. Till then, I'll see you guys next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Central Time. Um, as always, it's been an honor. You guys have a fantastic day, night, morning, whatever. Take it easy.